Hello, everybody. AJ42K Productions at your service. Everyone, I know you're probably thinking opening day. Yes. Opening day, the start of baseball season, MLB 2024 season, starts tomorrow. You think I'm going to talk about that today? Yes and no. I'm going to talk about that in another video. Today is a different video. This video is completely different from opening day, but opening day is on my mind. Cannot wait. Chop chop. Go Braves. From a football state, growing up with a baseball team. I may be from Nebraska, but my team will always be the Atlanta Braves. I've been a Braves fan and a baseball fan longer than I've been a football fan ever in my life. But that's not the subject I want to bring up. But regarding sports, I want to bring up something that's on my shirt. Yes, marathon racing. Not specifically Heartland, but my running season. So like opening day that starts tomorrow. My opening day, my opening gun race, first race of the season, the show starter race. I want to proudly announce to everybody, 10 days left. Perfect 10. Nadia Comaneci, Chipper Jones, my mom's birth date. Days left. I never thought I would go down to the final 10 days of my entire time from the surgery era, the breaking the silence era, now into a new era. The new resurrection of me, AJ42K, Alex Diaz, Human Balto. Everyone, 10 days from now, I'm putting my shoes on, my running shoes on, my Brooks, and I'm running my first race of the year. 10 days from now, a 10-mile run. How perfect can you be with the power of 10, a perfect 10, 10 days from now, with 10 miles to do on your first race of the season, 10 days away, 10 miles of your life. Power of 10, baby. I may not be perfect 10, but my athleticism feels like it. Looks can be deceiving, don't get me wrong. I'm no perfect 10 like Nadia. But I feel like with my athleticism and all that I just did, I feel like I'm ready for this perfect 10-mile moment. So to everyone, here's some facts that I had to look up. Google, how many days has it been since November 6, 2023? It has been 142 days. Google don't lie about that. Google, when was the last time, I apologize for a minute. How many days ago was January 25th? So everybody, 62 days ago. I don't know if you can see it, but 62 days ago, on January 25th, the same exact anniversary when I got my first ever tattoo, don't believe me, I have one right here. So, that same day, earlier this year, was the first day I went back to my running. My running phase, the start of conditioning, building my way up to now. February. How many days ago was February 23rd? 33 days ago. February 23rd was 33 days ago. That was the very last time I needed physical therapy. How many days ago was February 14th? "42 days ago. Jackie Robinson, 42 days ago. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was the very last day of my diversion, mental health diversion, for some crime, from some petty misdemeanor crime I never did. It's okay. Not going to be on my list. And yes, I hate to say this, but I was arrested for it. Lasted a day in jail. But at least the good news is, like Britney Spears said one time, when people say I was weak or chicken shit, well, here's the thing. To all those weak chicken shits that's called me weak, a pussy, gay, or all that shit, I'm neither of that, but I'm not that innocent. Thank you, Britney Spears. So, since a lot of women like a lot of tough guys, well, this tough guy is this guy, Human Balto, is tougher than you think, aka the Human Balto, go figure. Guess I really am Human Balto because I got toughness in me. I survived jail for a day. And you tell me I'm a weak ass. Pussies. Bullies. Triggered feminazis. Say no more on that. Now that that's over too. So now, March 5th. How many days ago was March 5th, Google? 22 days ago. So now I got Jason Hayward 22 days ago. One of my best friends was born on the 22nd. How funny. Well, now, everyone, there are 3 sports I like. Baseball, football, running. Love baseball, like football, do running. I have played all 3, whether recreationally or competitively. All I do now is watch all 3 though, currently, to this day. I still like to try baseball again, but I'm nowhere going to be in the majors ever again. If I was to ever make the majors ever, I wish I could. I'm nowhere near that level. So, with that being said, I want to say this right now to everybody. 10 days from now, I have 6 races on my list. I have another announcement I want to bring up. To all the people who do Good Life Halvesy in Lincoln, Nebraska, I hate to break this to you guys, but I will not be doing Good Life Halvesy either. I already had to sacrifice South Dakota because of a concert going to be a week before in Lincoln, Nebraska. And now I got to sacrifice this for a different reason. This reason for this wonderful, unfortunate situation is because of the expense. I was trying to register for the Good Life Halvesy. And I love the guys, I love the people, love Pink Gorilla, I love them. In fact, had it not been for them, Nebraska wouldn't have any running. They advertise a lot. But to Pink Gorilla, I'm sorry. Your opening offer is too expensive. It's well too expensive. So, unfortunately, $99.85, I'm sorry, I can't do it. That is well too much for a half marathon. Even for an opening offer. I can understand if it's getting close like a month from now or 2 months from now. But the race isn't until Halloween weekend. I'm sorry to all people. I love you, Good Life Halvesy. I love Pink Gorilla. But unfortunately, I won't be able to do this race because of the expense. I'm sorry. You have to drop your prices. Especially on the opening offer. That's not worth $100 for a half marathon. I could do 80, I could do 70, but for a half marathon, $100, I'm sorry. Now I understand if it's the Boston Marathon or the Chicago Marathon in New York, that's a whole different ballgame. That's over $250, if not more. But this is just a half marathon. Just only a half marathon. No marathon, no 10K option, no 5K option. This is just a half marathon. I'm sorry to all Pink Gorilla, and I'm sorry to everyone at Pink Gorilla. I cannot do the Good Life Halvesy. I'm sorry. You got to drop your prices. You got to give a discount. 10% is not going to be enough. $99. I'm sorry. It's an opening offer. Sorry guys. It's not worth it. But here's the thing. That does not mean I won't do it ever again. I love that race. That race has done a lot for me. I'm going to have to wait maybe about 2 or 3 more years if I was to do it ever again. So my races are this. My races are these specific races. Number 1, I'm starting with the early bird run, who happens to also owned by Pink Gorilla. I do this race almost every year to open my season. I didn't do it last season because, hello, I had foot surgery on my left foot and it would be enough time to somewhat recover to do the race. It was 12 days. It wouldn't be enough time. Early bird run, I'm back. Cannot wait to see everybody. Pink Gorilla, friends of mine, colleagues of mine, and yes, even enemies of mine. Second race of the season, which will be on Cinco de Mayo. Yes, Mexican drinking day, everybody. And I'm Latino myself. I may not be Mexican, but I'm Hispanic. Hey, Cinco de Mayo. Arriba! The Lincoln Marathon, or half marathon specifically, I'll be doing that race again. Lincoln Track Club, Ryan, cannot wait to see you guys again. So, one in Omaha, one in Lincoln. June will be my all-star break. No races as far as we speak in June. July, I have 2. The Team Jack race, which is like the Nebraska Cornhusker 5K road race. Winner take all race. You win the race, you get an autographed Matt Rule football, head coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I know I'm not going to win, but if I do, I'll be celebrating. This is pretty much a prelude. Hey, it's a competition. Winner take all. Speaking of that, we'll get to that more in a minute. The next race. This will be a new race I'll be doing. The Summer Sizzler. They have a 15K, which I never even knew we had a 15K race in Omaha until now. A 10K, a 5K, a mile, and a kids run. Well, I haven't done a 10K race for a long time. And if anyone knows this really well about me, the first ever distance race I have done ever in my adult running life was actually a 5K, but the 10K was actually a bigger one in my lifetime. I started out 13 years ago with the Air Force Weather Agency Cornman Run. They had a 10K option and a 5K option. I did the 5K because, hello, it was my first breakthrough race coming as an adult runner debut. Next week after that was the Omaha Marathon at the time. Long story short on that part. Look it up on that story. I did the Omaha 10K the week after that year in 2011. I haven't done the 10K for almost 2 years. That's the only distance running event I have not PR'd in. I PR'd in the 5K, I PR'd in the 5 mile, the 10 mile, the half marathon, even the marathon, even though it's my only one ever. But still to this day, I have not broken my 10K time. Still to this day since that time I first did it. I've gotten close, but never, ever, ever broken it since. So, I'm doing the Summer Sizzler 10K, both one race in Lincoln and another in Omaha. So you got Omaha, Lincoln, Lincoln, Omaha. Oh, how funny, 2 consecutive races in Lincoln. How does that sound familiar? Continuing. Now that's in July, 2 races in 1 week span. Now we're going to August. This is the 5th race of the season. Wow. Oh my God. This is a race I will do again. A repeated race. This will be the Team Up for Teammates 5K, of course, in Omaha. That I've done that race before, and I'm going to have to do it again. Now comes to number 6. This is another main event. I have not done this race for 2 years as well. Like Early Bird, I haven't done this race in 2 years. This time for a different reason, but off the point. This one's going to be Heartland Half Marathon. I almost didn't want to do this again, but since it's the 10-year anniversary, I have decided to try it again. The course is still the same, so I know the course and I know the assistant race director. Never had a problem with him, still love him to this day. He's done a lot for me still to this day. Thanks to that wonderful friend. So then comes to my 7th race. Well, it would have been Good Life, but unfortunately, with the expense, you already know that story. I have not decided what my 7th race will be. It could be before Heartland, it could be after Heartland. But my season normally ends in October. Unfortunately, that might not happen this year. Who knows? All of my races will be for these specific people. So I got 7 people, 7 races, 7 different people. If you remember last year, I did all my races for people that died. Megan, you know that story. Wesley, you definitely know that story. Andrew, you may know that story. And my godfather, you hope to God you do know that story about me. Only the real people know that about me. For all 4. So these 6 races, as of right now, 6. Sex! 6 sex! 6 sex! Sex! Success! 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 Oh, how funny. Hey, I made a joke, finally. Original success! Might do that. Lick it! Alright, anyway, so with that being said, these 6 races are going to be for these following people. 2 people named Jason. Yes, I have 2 friends that have the same name. Not the last name, but the same first name. Jason and Jason. They're going to be combined on one race. I have not decided what race I want to do each one. The very last race will be for the best one of them all, which I'm not going to say who it is. So here are the 6, in no particular order, of races that are going to be. Both Jasons. Hunter. LaRon. Jaron. Chase. So 2 Jasons were both combined in one. Jaron, Chase, LaRon, Hunter. Oh, God. I know I'm missing a few. The 2 Jasons, LaRon. 2 Jasons, LaRon, Chase, Hunter. Oh, God. I can't even remember half the people now, unfortunately. 2 Jasons, LaRon, Chase, Hunter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of a little crazy right now. I'm just trying to focus on my life right now. So I can't even remember half the people now. Regardless, that'll be another video anyways. It's been a crazy month for all this working out business and all that. So, to everybody. So these 6 runners, or 7 should I say. Oh, of course, I forgot Donnie. My long friend as well. Long friend as well. Donnie, Chase, 2 Jasons, LaRon, Hunter, Chase, and Jaron. Oh, I got them all right finally. So those 6 races, 7 people. Long story. Told you it's been a crazy week or month. Well, now that's been over. So now, those 6 types of people, 6 people, oh God, I can't even think now. 6 people, 7 people, 6 different races. I'm not saying the order, but those are my 6. 7 for 6 races. 2 Jasons combined on one. With that being said, I'm going from a 10-mile to a half, to a 5K, to a 10K, to a 5K again, and then to another half. 1 race in April, 10 days from now. 1 race in May on Cinco de Mayo. 2 races in July, combined 1 week from each other. August is another one. Hope to God that's still around. And of course, September, which is right now the last race of the year, the Heartland Half Marathon. So, everyone, this is not going to be easy, me saying this. 10 days from now, I'm starting my season, and I have an operation, a strategy. If you know this about me real well, there's one person I want to beat, and if you think of Flame Pokemon-a-thon, if you know this, you know who it is. And it's not who you think it is this time. This time it's a woman who literally deserves to get her ass beat in a race. I'm not going to say her name, but she is very privileged, and her husband isn't any better. 3 weeks ago, I found out who said something about me in running. I know who it is, I know who you are, and I hope to God your ass gets screwed, and not in the good way. It won't be from me. It will be in the race. And once your ass is screwed and loses to me, I will say these wonderful 5 words. Don't ever fuck with me. I'll add this as well. Don't ever fuck with me. I know what you did to me, and let it be the last time you ever get triggered on any little crap I do. Your ass got beat by me. You're finished. I'm going to say it a different way, don't get me wrong. But once the Flame Pokemon-a-thon happens in real life to this woman who hoped to God I beat her ass in this race, to you, privileged snob who must not be named, to you, fake Nebraska nice woman who must never be named, to you, woman who've been dick rided for so long, favoritized and glorified, have a privileged husband as well, I want to say this right now. I'm going to beat you in this race. And whether it's this race or another race, it will be one time I will beat you in this race. And once I do, the Flame Pokemon-a-thon reenactment will happen. You think I'm a cheater? Try me. You attacked me? You ruined me? You fucked me over? You ain't fucking me over anymore. The speed of Rapidash will also come at you. If I beat you in this race, and if you somehow complain, you're gonna get not only the Dice attitude later on, not only the speed of Rapidash after the race, not only the celebratory selfie moment like, now it's my turn, not only the story like Yuri will be the best one ever to redeem himself, and also you're going to hear a speech by Human Balto himself. I'm back. 10 days from now, you're finished! Goodbye.